cannot forget that smile that she had. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Next race is up. As I said, the second heat of the under 19 men, and we have top 3 athletes. The under 19 men, and we've identified 3 athletes which we're going to keep a close eye on. All the way from Ukraine, 17-year-old Volodymyr Perstenkov. Let's give it up for him. Then we have another 17-year-old racing for Sausalito in Valparaiso. And if you don't know where that is, I can tell you it's in Chile, a couple of miles down south, but he's one of the athletes we have to focus on. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Ivan Ponce of Chile. And we've seen Germany already take one great title in the junior events, and maybe they're up for a second one. Because we have a third 17-year-old. He's the national junior champion. He's aiming for a time of 6:11. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Germany's Jan Hendrik Simchak. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're off with that second heat of the under 19 men, and I'm going to repeat those names again so you know exactly what to focus on. Perstenkov of the Ukraine, that's one of them. We have Simchak of Germany already jumping into the lead, and we have Ivan Ponce of Chile already sort of nestling themselves in the top regions of this race. You can see them in the top 3 spots there, with Ponce actually at this point in time keeping track best with the very fast start of Simchak. And interestingly enough, we were watching this start unfold. We'd have thought it best to just, a minute of silence just to appreciate the tension. But you could see the raw power when they just bolted off from the starting blocks. Those ergs started bouncing up and down. That's
caught our attention. Yeah, so sometimes if you don't have a smooth pull on that chain, it will rattle inside of that cage. But as you can see right now, everybody's back into their rhythm, on their pace that they want to be probably 1, maybe 2 splits above their goal pace.
So let's take a picture. Jan-Henrik Simchak, the German national under-19 champion, sporting the yellow, the red, and the black of Germany's flag. And then to his right, that's the guy from Valparaiso, from Chile, rowing for Sausalito. And we've seen the last couple of years, Chilean rowing is really picking up. We had the Abraham, well, the half of the Abraham quadruplets, Melita and Antonio Abraham, winning a title in the World Under-23 Championships.
Yes, I saw them actually at the Youth Olympic Games, right when they're starting their career, and now it's no wonder that they're doing so well.
Back in 2014 in Nanjing, when they were still up-and-coming athletes, and now they're superstars in their own right. And Chilean rowing, as I said, is really picking up. And Ivan Ponce is one of those guys we have to keep an eye on for this year. Because let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, this year we'll go to Tokyo. We'll go to see the Olympic venue. And the juniors, they're the ones who have the honor of sort of opening up that venue for us and letting us know how it actually is over there before we actually hit it with the main event next year, the Olympics.
Testing out the waters, to say.
So we have the 6:57. That was the target time from that first heat. And we're already well underway, and we're already well underway to break that time, because that 1:33 by Simchak, currently in the lead with 1,100 meters to go. He's pretty firmly going towards a time that's going to be close to 6:11, 6:12. But if I know him, and I don't really, but I know the German pride, I know that 6:11 is nice, 6:09 is even nicer. And that's something we want to aim for. So we need all the help we can get. And 131.2, you can see it in the screen just there. If we do times 4, that comes up to 6:06 approximately, give or take, maybe 6:05.8, something like that. If we add up there, that would be mightily impressive. So you need to show your support from back home in Germany, where all his fans, the Simchak fans, are sitting, but also over here. We need to show some support, but also for this guy, currently in third, the United States athlete, Andrew Matheson.
The future of U.S. rowing right here, and all the future of all the country's sports. You can see how well developed these countries are and how many resources they're putting into their junior rowers.
So a healthy lead for Simchak of Germany. Ponce is still in second place, but creeping closer and closer. That's Matheson of the United States. Also Region of the United States, still in contention for one of those 3 spots on the World Rowing Championship podium. Gold, silver, and bronze, ladies and gentlemen, is at stake here. And Perstenkov of the Ukraine is currently out of his depth. He can't really compete. He's still in touch, but he has to pull out something special out of the bag, because you can see Erg's 10, 11, and 8 really moving away from the rest of the pack right now.
Here we are coming into the last 500 meters. It's about 1.5 minutes for most of our competitors here.
Andrew Matheson from the United States, sporting the yellow uni of his rowing club. And can he crown himself the only American athlete on the podium? Can he sort of rival with this guy, Ivan Ponce of Chile? There's not so much. It's only 10 meters. There's still time, but I don't think there's enough time to catch the big dog out there. Jan-Henrik Simchak of Germany.
Andrew Matheson is a local here in Long Beach, so I know he has some fans out here. Bring him home, Long Beach.
300 meters to go for Simchak. Now 300 meters to go for Ponce. And then Matheson still with that lead also over Region. And there's the sprint from Ponce, 122. Look at those splits coming in from the Chilean. 127, 128. He's really gripping down hard right now. And Simchak also dipping below 130 splits. This is going to be a very special time. And we can also see that we have the senior athletes looking on in amazement. We see Jason Osborne, lightweight men's rower, almost mouth agape at what Jan-Henrik Simchak is pulling out of his bag right here. Is it going to be sub 6:10 right here?
How can you not pull fast when your heroes are right above you cheering you on?
40 meters to go for Simchak. Ponche well and clear in second place, but who's going to take that bronze medal? As Simchak crosses the line, insert bang on his split time. His target time is 6:11, 6:11.1 for Simchak. Then it's Ponche of Chile in second place with 6:15, and it's Regent with a fantastic final 500 meters, overtaking Matheson of the United States and also Perstenkov. That's a brilliant run from the young American who's crowning himself bronze medalist in the World Rowing Indoor Championships at the under-19 level. Great result for him, but hats off to this guy, Jan-Henrik Simchak. What a race.
Just so amazing to watch these young athletes perform to their race plan and stay disciplined to keep going with that split to the very end. As we all know, it does not feel good, but they have this discipline and they're building their mental capacity to push.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to raise your voices and start clapping for the last couple of meters in this under-19 men's race. You can see the second row still racing their hearts out. So let's hear it for the likes of Gunders and Dimich and Raisade of the United States. Marin of Mexico. Burton also coming across the line right now. Bicharat of the United States. Corral, Capozzelli, Muncie. And we need to cheer really loud for Oliveira of the United States, who sadly, I think, has left us prematurely with the erg stuck at 916 meters, but still worth a cheer. So ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for all these superstar athletes over here. The under-19 men, what a race they've shown us. All right, so with the next couple of races